In the last video, I was talking about the advantages that mobile phones have over pro cameras, but at what stage do you need to use a pro camera, and what are the advantages of using a pro camera as well? So firstly, what is a pro camera? Well, cameras come in all different shapes and sizes these days. I'm mostly talking about DSLR or mirrorless systems like Sony A7 system or some Canon or Nikon DSLRs which do the same kind of job. Typically those cameras have interchangeable lenses. They're the next step up from mobile really. They don't cost a huge amount. You can do it for less than £1,000, certainly on the second-hand market, but they're a little bit more complex and you need some interchangeable lenses. So advantage one is that pro cameras tend to be a little bit better quality. They're designed to shoot video, that they've got optics that are created around that, and the picture quality is just crisper and a little bit richer. Advantage two is that a pro camera has more controls on it, and therefore it's more adaptable for a wide range of environments and situations. The flip to that is you're going to have to understand those controls and you're going to have to learn what they do. But for the most part, a pro camera is more flexible in how you use it and in the different environments you can use it in. Advantage three is that you generally get more options for audio and visual monitoring on a pro camera. And that's quite important when it comes to producing lots of content, because with a pro camera, you can look at what you're doing through the external monitor output, or you can listen to what you're doing through headphones. What that means is you're going to make less mistakes when you're actually filming. One of the things that can really set you back is if you spend a long time filming something, you get into a studio or you get into your edit suite and you find that the stuff you filmed hasn't worked for whatever reason. So with pro cameras and higher end cameras, you can usually plug in external headphones, monitors, that kind of thing, to be able to check that you're recording correctly in the first place. The fourth advantage is that pro cameras have interchangeable lenses, which means you can change how the video looks. You can create nicer, shallow depth of field. One of the problems that mobile phones have for the most part is that they have a fixed wide lens, which means it's very difficult to get in close or to give any kind of intimacy to a video. And so interchangeable lenses is going to give you a lot more flexibility in how something looks and help to create a little bit more of a cinematic look to your video. And finally, this might not seem like an important one, but a pro camera has changeable batteries. And actually that's something that you don't consider until you start to use a camera regularly, or if you're using it all day, that a mobile phone runs out of batteries eventually, and you can't just pop a battery out and put a new one in. All pro cameras have an ability to have plenty of batteries on charge, and you can cycle your batteries, and that means you can just keep shooting with it all day long. And if you're producing content regularly, that's really important. So putting it simply, when you invest in a pro-end camera, you're basically getting more reliability. And when you're producing a lot of content, that becomes much more valuable to you because you're not wasting time messing around trying to get things right with lower-end equipment. So whilst a higher price tag can mean better quality in terms of the picture and the sound, it can also mean more reliable and better workflow as well. And that's going to save you time ultimately. So hopefully that's given you an idea about whether you want to use pro or a mobile phone to film your content. The most important thing though is to don't let the technology get in the way. Get out, start doing stuff. The tool is the tool. It's the content and the ideas that are going to generate an audience and conversation and business for you.